Okay, so Joy, what we're going to basically do is go ahead and look at this rewards worksheet, and what you can see is it's got some things up here that a lot of adolescents get on a daily basis, and we're going to get we're going to find out what you're currently receiving on a daily basis, and then we're going to find out what you ideally like to receive, in regards to those, and then we're going to get these bonus rewards, or things that most adolescents just get every now and then. Okay, so the first one is going to be just, in terms of money. How much money do you get on the average day, would you say?
Well, for like school lunch, they give me like $5 a day,
Mm-hmm.
and then like they'll give me like $20.
$20 for the week.
Mm-hmm.
And now, would you say that's an average, or is that they always give you that? How does that work?
I think it's like an average. Sometimes like a little less or.
A little less.
Yeah,
Sometimes?
it's just like kind of.
Is it ever more?
No, it's like usually like either a 20 or whatever they call.
So that's, somewhere in between $3 or $4 a day if we were to spread that out across the 7 days or so. So why don't we just say that on average they're giving you about, $8 a day, it sounds like. Is that right?
Yeah.
So a slight improvement would be even, in there about, we'll even say $9. Now, what would you ideally like to get per day? If you're getting $9 roughly now, what would you ideally like to get?
Well, I don't know. I don't really like asking them for money, but I guess if I had to choose, maybe like.
Yeah, I want you to think about this as you're the perfect kid, and they've got the money to be able to provide you. What would you ideally like?
Probably like $15 a day.
Okay. How about transportation? How many rides do you typically get every day?
Well, are we counting like from when I get dropped off at school?
Well, that's a great question. Why don't we think about it in terms of rides that you really like? Like things that aren't necessary for you to get by, or like school. I think would not count.
Maybe like 3 a week.
3 a week? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so if we were to put that a day, that'd be, a little less than a day, or, less than a day.
Yeah.
So I'll just put less than a day. And then how many rides would you ideally like to get?
Pretty much anytime I ask, so like
Okay.
probably like 5 a week.
5 a week, so
Yeah.
so 1 a day would really
Yeah.
give it to you. Okay. And then how about your meals or desserts? Do you get a chance to choose what kind of meals or desserts you get?
No, not usually.
Do you want meals? I mean, or sorry, desserts? Like would that be something, or a special meal?
Every now and then, I guess that would be nice.
Okay. Okay. But currently you say you don't get that? Don't get any desserts or get to choose what meals you want?
Yeah, like we never go out to eat. It's just like when Chelsea cooks.
Is that something you like, going out to eat?
Yeah, that'd be cool to do that every now and
And
then.
how often do you do that, going out to eat in a typical day?
Typical day.
Or maybe we should take it in terms of weeks, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I'm not always home, so I wouldn't say usually, maybe not even once a week.
Okay. And then what would you ideally like to do as far as eating out, or having desserts at home, or getting to choose what you want to eat?
Maybe like once a week, that'd be good.
Once a week?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now you're like less than once a day. Let's think in terms of days.
Okay. Well, I'd like to get to choose like desserts.
Okay.
So maybe like, every day for dinner, I get to choose my dessert.
Okay. So maybe we'll say like once a day, either going out to eat or maybe a dessert, but something where you're really in charge of, kind of what you're eating.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sounds good. How about your cell phone? I do know that you have a cell phone, and do you have that every day? You have that available to use it?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have unlimited minutes, or what's your plan like?
Well, I share minutes with Chelsea and my brother.
Okay. And do you get enough minutes?
Yeah, but like I think my texting is limited.
Okay, okay. And then limited text. And so what would you like ideally?
Unlimited text.
Okay. So once a day, unlimited text. Okay. How about like TV access? Do you get to watch TV all the time, or Wii, or any of those kind of video games?
Well, we have a Wii, so yeah, but usually like if I'm home, Chelsea will like tell me I should be studying or doing schoolwork, like when I'm sitting watching the TV.
Okay. So you do have access to it every day?
Yeah, but she won't let me use it every day.
Okay, so on the average week, how many days do you get to use it?
Probably like 3.
Okay, so about half the time.
Yeah.
So we'll just say less than once a day. And then what would you ideally like to have as far as that? Would you like to have like access to it every day?
Yeah.
And then time with your friends, activities, things like that?
Probably around the same. It's like she'll only take me sometimes, so, and like other times like she won't let me go out, so probably like 4 times a week she'll let me go out.
4 times a week? Okay, so we'll say less than once a day, or she's taking you out. And what would you like to have? Well, that's her taking you out, which we got that covered with the rides. So this would be more like you're being able to just go out with your friends. You know, maybe your friends come over to your place or those kind of things, like being able to spend time with your friends. And maybe we should think in terms of like, we'll talk about how much time you can spend as far as a curfew later, but I'm really, thinking just in terms of being able to go to, maybe certain friends' houses or, that kind of thing.
Well, I mean, I don't really know, because even though, Chelsea says no, sometimes I'll go out anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't.
But it sounds like you really want to be able to go to the friends' houses without having to.
Yeah, I want to go whenever I want.
Okay. So pretty much every day. And is there any particular people that are clean, that you feel, that don't get into trouble, that she doesn't want you to go over their place?
Well, I think there's Sarah, but I mean, Chelsea just doesn't trust any of my friends. So even if I told her they were okay, like, she wouldn't believe me.
Okay. Well, that's going to be part of what we're going to be doing later with environmental or stimulus control. We'll try to get that. It's an intervention we'll talk about. How about privacy time? Do you have, what do you get with privacy time?
As in days?
Yeah, being able to, pretty much be able to go to your room and not have to be disturbed, things like that. Do you have that?
Yeah.
Okay, is that every day?
Yeah.
Okay, whenever you want?
Well, I usually could just go in my room and, block the door and blast my music, so.
Okay. And do they bother you?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay. And so, how often do you get to have just that time by yourself whenever you want and not have to worry, about them knocking on the door or bothering you? Is that like how many days out of the week?
Probably only like 4.
Okay. So it's about half. We'll just say less than once a day that you really get that, and you want to do it every day.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, how about other rewards that maybe we didn't mention that you can get on a daily basis? Are there any others?
Well, like, I mean, I want to be able to, like, use the computer and stuff.
Okay. And right now, how often do you get to use the computer?
Pretty much only if it's, like, during, for something for school.
So if we were to say it like on average, how how many hours a day do you get to use that computer that you want?
That I want, maybe like an hour.
And what would you like to have?
Just whenever I want to use it.
And how many hours would that be, would you think?
Probably like a few hours.
4 hours a week?
Yeah, just because I want to play games and stuff.
Okay, so that's kind of getting right. So maybe the game part of it, TV and stuff, is kind of connected to the computer stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, great. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about bonus rewards, and this would be just like what you ideally would like. So let's take clothing. So what would be the ultimate reward with clothing for you?
Well, I mean, like, I see a lot of shirts I like, so probably being able to buy like a shirt a week or something.
Okay. Okay. And then how about magazine subscriptions? Any you interested in?
Not really.
Okay. Bikes or motor scooters, car?
I really want a car.
Okay. And I'll just put that down. How about letters to probation officers? We do those about once a month. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.